This is our presentation on wildfire increase in the American West. I'm Laura.
I'm Vincent.
I'm Yilin.
This is the contents that we will cover in this video. Wildfires can be caused both naturally and by humans. However, as a result of climate change, wildfires have become larger and more frequent because the climate of California has become drier and hotter. As climate becomes more arid, wildfires become more hard to put out, which worsens the impact of future wildfires. A study by Williams et al. Found that from 1972 to 2018, there was a 405% increase in annual burned area regions in California. And the authors of the study note that man-made climate change very likely contributed to this massive increase by creating more dry fuel, which fires consume. Moreover, as wildfires become more frequent, it's harder for the environment to naturally recover from the damage they cause.
Over the course of last 40 years, the overall temperature of the wildfire are increasing from 48.3 degrees Celsius to 50.1 degrees Celsius, while also have a significant increase in the acres of land burned by the wildfires. As the frequency and the size of the wildfire increases, the number of deaths caused by wildfire are also in a trend of steady increase. Wildfires do occur naturally, either from lightning or from hot and dry air. Despite from their destruction, there are actually some benefits from the small amount of naturally occurring wildfires. There are some benefits, including burn out of the dead vegetations that are covering the soil, and it will allow new vegetations and plants to grow out of the soil. The wildfire could also make new habitats, as there will be more open areas that were burned out and could be recolonized by the grass and shrubs. Although there are some benefits resulting from wildfires, the increasing rate and size of wildfires are causing way more damage than any benefits, and are mostly resulting from the climate change. First and foremost, there will be severe loss of vegetation in the area, and along with many species that couldn't escape. The land would also be scorched if the wildfire is large enough and lasts very long, which would make the land uninhabitable for a long period of time. Lastly, the wildfires could release a large amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere to cause even more global warming.
Wildfires also have a variety of negative effects on human health. Wildfire smoke increases the concentration of particulate matter, or PM, which reduces air quality. And the most vulnerable populations are children and the elderly, who have weaker immune systems compared to adults. A study by Holm et al. Published in 2020 notes that the negative effects of wildfire smoke exposure and other pollutants can follow a child for their entire life because exposure to pollutants increases the possibility of children developing chronic lung diseases such as asthma. In addition, a study conducted in 2023 found that cities with a wildfire-induced swell of air pollution had higher rates of COVID-19 cases and increased mortality. Finally, the 2020 study from earlier found a positive correlation between wildfire destruction and negative impacts on the mental health of children and adolescents, which was likely a result of the stress and trauma associated with having to evacuate one's home.
Wildfires also have many other consequences. For example, the wildfires cost the economy billions of dollars. A study by Wang et al. Found that in 2018 alone, wildfire damages cost approximately $126.1 to $192.9 billion. In addition, wildfires lead to the loss of human life and property. Finally, as wildfires tend to affect the countryside more than urban areas, more people are moving out of rural areas, and because cities are more expensive to live in, this can have detrimental economic effects to those people. Here are some pictures of the effects of wildfires and the destruction that they cause. The most devastating wildfire in California history was the Camp Fire, which started on November 8th, 2018, due to a malfunction of a utility transmission tower causing live wires to fall into the ground, igniting the fire. According to the United States Census Bureau, it caused a total of 85 casualties and 15 injuries, and the fire swept over 153,336 acres and destroyed 18,804 structures. It was finally 100% contained on November 25th, 2018, 17 days after it started. So what are the short-term solutions of wildfires? Since wildfires are primarily caused by human activity, short-term solutions reside at the basic human level. For example, being aware of the current environmental conditions when doing potentially wildfire-prone activities, taking proper campfire and vehicle precautions to reduce the potential for sparks and/or wildfire-causing temperatures, and having a fire extinguisher when burning materials are simple precautions that can reduce the chance of a forest fire, among others. The long-term solutions, however, involve a different set of actions. Wildfire education will always be beneficial to stop wildfires in the future, along with reducing the increase of global climate change. But some wildfire-specific options are to devote more resources to wildfire prevention and control, and updating existing climate and wildfire-related policies to better deal with wildfires and their harmful effects. Strategic forest thinning and management is a powerful tool that can both control the extent and severity of forest fires and help the economy through logging exports. Better city and town planning to have less flammable surrounding important areas, like houses and roads, are beneficial to preventing wildfire-related casualties. And the development of new technologies to combat forest fires will allow firefighters to contain wildfires and reduce their negative effects. In summary, most wildfires are caused by human negligence, and with the current issue of global warming, wildfire frequency and severity has risen far past healthy levels. Solving this imperative issue can only be done by a dedicated community effort, and with these efforts, wildfire containment is a very real possibility in the future. And this is our works cited. Cool.
Thank you for
Take.
watching.
That's the take.
Thank you.